Hello, my name is Zombie878 and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, we are going to be revisiting a topic, World UI. Some people had some questions about it, whether it was working or not, and I wanted to show off some special effects you can do with the World UI. So let's go ahead and get started. I will show you how to do the World UI again, just so we can be nice and clear about how it works. Oh, and don't worry about my alt account over here. um, the only reason I have my alt account here is so I can test out the World UI chip, since I don't really got no one else to test it out with. So first things first, we're just gonna spawn a roll chip. It can just be a regular roll chip. It don't gotta be one of the base ones. Network error. Well, there seems to be a little bit of a problem. Oh, it's probably because there's so many up here. I'll just take one of these, but I would just recommend just making one yourself. I'm gonna take one of these up here since it's not gonna spawn in. And you can rename it whatever you want. I'm going to rename mine Permission. And we can just leave it at that. Next, we're going to get the World UI. So just type in World UI and it should come up. We're just going to get Display Player World UI. We are going to get down and get the Player World UI. And that should be all the UI chips that we need. For now, anyway. And finally, we're going to get a button so it will be easy to activate these. So go ahead in your circuits and just pick a CV2 button. And we're going to go ahead and connect the Player World UI target to the Player World UI chip itself. We're going to keep this local player so it affects everybody. And we're going to connect the Display Player World UI to the press on the button, so whenever it presses, it will show the player UI on whoever presses the button. Next, we are going to pick the role that we want to restrict this Player World UI to. Now, I could have this enabled for everybody, but I'm going to have it enabled for permission and turn off moderator. So anyone who has excuse me. So anyone who has this permission or this role will have the UI appear above their head. Next, we're going to change the name of the Player World UI chip. You don't exactly have to do this. I just like to stay organized. So you can just go ahead and name it permission if you want. I'm just using permission as a little test thing since I got nothing else to put there. Next, we are going to disable the primary bar and secondary bar. We're not going to be using these for this video, so we don't really need to worry about that. Next, we're going to enable the text, and we're going to have the text say, you can have it say whatever you want. I'm going to have mine just say permission because, like I said, I got nothing else to put there. Important. And I'm going to change the color to a nice color where you can see, which will probably be red. Next, I'm going to have enable when joining. This is very important to have because it only works when people join after getting the permission. So, for example, if I was to get this permission right now, the World UI chip would not show up above my head unless I press this button, of course. But in most cases, you don't even need this button and this display player World UI chip. You can just have it like this, and it will just work when someone joins. The only reason I have the button in this is so you can enable it just by pressing the button, which is completely fine. Anyway, oh yeah, and keep synced on so everybody can see the permission above someone's head. Okay, now we are gonna go ahead and get my alt account over here. And my alt account's just gonna walk toward me real quick. And he's going to press this nice button right in front of him. And you see now he has the permission world UI above his head, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the role. So let's go ahead and fix that real quick. So go ahead and get a add role. And we are also going to get a what is it? Remove role. This way, yeah, this way when you press the button, it doesn't just show up above your head. It also gives you the role. These are basically two separate systems. One puts the name over your head, and this is going to add the role, whatever the role does. Maybe you want the person to jump higher. I don't know. And of course, you're going to have to put the name of the role. So you're going to have to rewrite it multiple times. Doesn't really matter to me since I work on stuff a lot. But for a lot of you that don't want to repeat writing it over and over, you can just go ahead and spawn in a string variable. And with the string variable, you can actually activate this when the game starts. And you can have it say permission over here. And that way it will save over here whenever the game starts, and you can just connect them right there just to make your life a bit easier. In case you got a lot of these, you can just connect it to this one. Let's go ahead and move these over a bit. Okay, so what we want is when my alt account presses the button, he gets the permission thing above his head, which he has already. Then it adds the role to the player who presses the button. You could connect it like this. You don't have to. You can keep it local if you want. And then if you want to remove it, you can either add another button to where if you press that button, it removes it. Or you can have a timer with the delay chip and remove it after a set amount of time. But I'm just going to get a button because once you get a role, you should keep the role until the person doesn't want the role anymore. And I'll place this button right down here. Let's make sure it's straight and even. Move it down a bit. And just to show you that my alt account does get the permission role, I'm gonna make it so my alt account can jump pretty high. I don't want him to jump too high and go to outer space though. So now if I get my alt account again, you see that it says permission above his head, but he's not jumping real high. It's because I connected the role, the add role. So this time, when my alt account actually does press the button, he should get the roll to jump really high now. And of course, if he doesn't want this anymore, he can press the remove button and it will remove the roll. Let's also add it so it removes the tag above your head too. I kind of forgot to do that. So what we're going to do is we are going to type in World UI again. And this time we are going to get the clear player world UI chip. Now this will clear um now this will clear the player world UI. Or you could have another chip. I forgot what the other chip was. Nah, just use the clear player world UI chip. This will just get rid of the UI after you remove the role. And let me go ahead and test it on the alt account. After he goes ahead and presses the remove button, it takes away his permission role. As you can see above his head, he can't jump high. And then when he presses the button, he gets the permission role and the height. Now, to show you something really neat, I'm going to show you the special effects I promised. So what we are going to do is we are going to type in World UI again. I know, typing in World UI a lot. I honestly should spawn all these chips. And what we are going to do is we are going to what we are going to get is we are going to get the player UI text color, which is right here. Go ahead and place one of these down. Oh, I said get. We want set player UI text color. So go ahead and find that. Set player text enable, text the value, where's the color? Oh, here it is. Excuse me. So what we want to do is we want to get the set player UI text color, and we can change the color to whatever you want. I'm going to show you guys how to get a rainbow effect, which I think you're really gonna like. And as you know, in a rainbow, you know how many colors there are? Roy G. Biv, 7 colors, red, orange, yellow, you know. So we're just going to change the colors. So we got the first one, red. You don't need to do this. You can change this to whatever colors you want. I'm just showing you how to make a rainbow effect because it actually looks really cool. I think you are all going to love how this looks. So we got green, blue, indigo, and violet. And yes, the colors are here, so you don't need to worry too much about that. indigo should be here, and violet should be... Where is violet? Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure violet's around here. I just forgot where it was. Yeah, there we go. And now that we got the colors of the rainbow, we want to get a few delay chips. So go ahead and type in delay and get the delay chip. We're going to exit that out for the next time we go in to the search thing. So place one in between each of these. So you want about 6 of them. And then after you copy them, you're going to want to have the delay any number you want. To be honest, I want it to change pretty fast. So I'm going to have it at 0.5 seconds. So every 0.5 seconds, you're going to see the color change to either red, indigo, violet, yellow, you know, colors of the rainbow. And then after you made your time, you can also test this out yourself to see what best suits you. Maybe you can use this whole system to make a nice VIP status, make someone feel like they're the VIP. Anyway, we're gonna have it where once my alt account presses the button, it displays the permission above his head, it adds the role, and then it will set the color to red, which it's already red, don't worry about that. We're going to have it run into the delay chip, and then after 0.5, we're going to run it into the next one, which is orange, and we're going to rinse and repeat all the way down. And then after you rinse and repeat all the way down... Oh, I need another delay chip. Okay, yeah, you need 7 delay chips, not 6, excuse me. And then we are going to roll it back to the top of the, you know, set player world UI text color so it goes back to red after it hits violet. And of course, like I said, when you are tired of this, you can press this button. It removes the role and it clears the player world UI. And let's go ahead and put cancel on all of these. So that way it does not bug out. Actually, I think I want to cancel this first, and then after they cancel, then I'll clear player world UI. And now, let me get my alt account to show the final product, I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the permission. As you see, like I said multiple times, no permission above his head, and he can't jump high. And then the second he clicks it, you see that every 0.5 seconds, his name changes to a different color, and he jumps super high. Wow, talk about a nice VIP status for our winner here. And of course, if I press it, it will disappear. And when I press it again, it will continue at red. It won't continue at the color where you left off. But I think that's completely fine. Anyway, uh, thank you, alt account, by the way. Always a lifesaver. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.